It's okay. No one ever does.
What do? I just read these confessions from people?
You sure do. We haven't read them. Our producer, Andrea, pulls them and tries to pull confessions that will resonate with you, the guest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, intriguing. Okay.
So she did a little bit of light research on you personally, so hopefully you feel like targeted.
She runs a quick background check.
Targeted. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping to feel today.
Yeah. Welcome to Wine and Crime.
Oh, I knew what I was getting into. Who am I kidding?
You know we're bad people. We've known each other for a while.
That's true. We've been on this roller coaster.
We sure have.
All right. So this one is called Blasphemous Barista.
Uh-oh.
You could say I was going through a stage in life I like to call religious rebellion. Wow, I already do feel targeted. Thank you. At the time, I worked at a popular coffee chain as a barista, and who would come in every other day but Father M. Oh, yikes.
Oh.
Not Father M.
Not Father M.
That's really weird.
Not Father M. Schultz.
To be fair, it's the letter M, which
Sure.
still confusing,
Sure it is.
but I'm going to put a pin in that and see what happens.
I'm only picturing M in a little priest collar.
With a little, white collar thing.
Yeah, with their hair all
But you know
sexy
how,
and slicked back.
Yeah. And you know how sometimes during special holidays like Easter or whatever, they'll have these crazy robes that they pull out with all the... So
The
M is for sure
decorations.
glammed out in the Easter robes.
Full Catholic glam.
Full Catholic glam.
Catholic glam.
That's honestly sick, Amanda. I hate that you just said Catholic glam.
I'm changing my Halloween costume from hot dog nun to
Hot Pope.
full Catholic glam.
Catholic glam. Well, okay.
We are going to the Vatican next week.
We are.
Oh my God.
Home of Catholic glam.
Yeah.
Hey, you could all do Vatican bounding,
Listen,
Disney bounding, but
I do
Vatican
get
bounding.
I don't know what that is.
free check
Oh, it's where
bags
you
with Delta.
subtly dress I think Disney bounding is where you
Yes.
What is
'Cause
it exactly?
You're not allowed to go to Disney in a costume. In a
Right, 'cause
specific
they have
costume
actual
because they have
costumes.
paid actors.
People.
But people will do Disney bounding where they will put together an outfit that is representative of their
right, so
favorite
it's more
Disney
subtle
characters.
than a full-on costume, but it represents
So I'm gonna
a certain character.
I'm gonna
You're gonna
Pope bounding.
Vatican bounding,
Vatican bounding.
full Catholic glam.
I do have kind of a thick chain gold necklace where the
Okay.
thing is it's a subtle little emblem. I'm bringing it.
Now we're talking. Just
I
draw a
might
big cross on that thing.
I might bring 2 bags.
You
Is
better.
that crazy? Is that insane?
When in Rome.
We'll see. I'm finishing packing today. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm
Obviously-
gonna have to text you guys because I have a lot of questions about your upcoming.
And also,
adventures.
by the time this episode comes out, we'll have been back for 2 weeks. So
Right.
This sounds
You'll be
completely
changed.
ludicrous. Yeah, I'll be still in Italian prison because I got
right. You
arrested
maybe never
for
come back. We'll see.
Vatican bounding.
Because you were Vatican bounding, right?
I
They
showed
don't
my
look.
shoulder.
I think they probably frown upon that. Yeah.
probably do.
Well, incidentally, guys, Father M was hot AF. So, it really is kind of tracking here. And then it says, and I could sense a bit of flirtatious friendliness on his part. He was young and, in my eyes, the perfectly hot answer to my conundrum. First of all, this feels like smut, like Kindle smut, where they're ooh, priest.
Yeah, I feel like I should be reading this on Passages
Priest
right
smut.
now.
Yeah, on the toilet.
I like that they said conundrum,
Conundrum.
conundrum.
It's a big old conundrum.
Oh, conundrum.
Oh, I didn't even get it. See, Lucy,
No one's getting my
your
jokes
humor
today.
is it's
Depths.
just so niche and
It's too smart for
Not
us.
funny.
educated.
Your humor is so niche.
It's so subtle.
It's just I'm just so proud of you for, you'll wear anything, you'll joke about anything.
Oh my God, you're so brave.
You're so brave to make jokes like that.
You look so comfortable.
Wow, you look so comfortable. Anyway, conundrum is good.
You're just
Lucy.
comfortable in anything. I really admire that about you.
Especially in
For the
Catholic glam. That is when you really shine.
For the record, I'm really glad that you're here.
For the record, don't listen to anyone else.
Don't listen to
Yeah,
what they're
I'm
saying,
really happy
what
that you're
everyone
here.
else is saying.
This is when I love to talk to other Midwest people. I'm like, oh yeah, we've all internalized these passive aggressive insults. Okay, conundrum of proving my point that all organized religion was a great big lie. One night, I happened to be out having a few drinks with friends, and guess who shows up to the local pub but Father M?
Hey, they're allowed to drink.
They're allowed to drink, those Catholics.
The sacrament.
That's right. They're drinking blood. Jesus' blood.
But blood.
Blood. We locked eyes. I used a few tricks I had up my sleeve.
Oh, God.
And the night ended with Father M in my bed, rolling around in my sinful sheets. Holy shit, is this actually Kindle smut? Like, it feels like it's gonna be. This is crazy.
Fucked Father M?
I cannot believe that the story in the second paragraph, they're already fucking Father M. Like, that happens so fast.
Yeah.
I don't even care
more to
if
the
this
story.
is real.
Like, what else is there to say? Oh my God.
He gave her an STD.
Oh.
Imagine. When it was over, Father M had a panicked look on his face. Yeah, I fucking bet. He gathered up his clothes, and as I watched with a mixture of surprise and suppressed laughter, he proceeded to dress hurriedly. I got up in all my naked glory and leaned against the wall in front of him just to make him more uncomfortable. He made a bunch of apologies and went running into the night, his long black coat flying behind him as it was only half on.
Oh,
wow, regret.
Poor Father M. I wonder if he was good.
Sad. Like, he clearly regrets this. I couldn't help but laugh at the picture of him running down the street in the rain whilst trying to wrap his head around the fact that he had, capital S, sinned.
That would be
That's
a big deal.
one. That'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks later,
That'll do it.
That'll do it. A few weeks later, he came into my coffee shop, sat me down, and profusely apologized for his behavior and told me they were shipping him out to Washington State. Is that where they go when they've is that out to pasture?
Bad? Out to pasture.
Are they going to time out? Like, I don't know what that means. Washington State.
They just
to this day, I have no idea where Father M is or what he's doing. But in the meantime, I would say that was some great sex between his heavenly bod and mine.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So, Christine, how does that connect to
right?
a time
I'm like, wait a minute.
you slept with a priest?
What did Andrea dig up on me?
Were you a barista?
I was not a barista, but I did go to Catholic school for many, many years. And
that's it.
I've known a lot of priests, and none of them were hot AF, unfortunately.
I think that connection and Father M.
The M actually also really nails it. Yeah, that also feels right.
Gross,
yeah,
I love it.
I mean, I will say I was deeply uncomfortable saying some of those sentences because I was thinking, you could clip this and make it sound like I fucked a priest.
Oh, and we will.
And yeah, you can and you will, and that's part of the plan.
Hear that, John? That was consent.
Yeah. R.I.P. Christine's marriage.
Oh, man.
Just kidding.
Imagine Blaze being like, and with a Catholic priest. Of all people.
I think the Catholics really think about forgiveness. So I think that you guys will be okay.
Mm-hmm. That's a big thing for them. They like to drink wine.
Just go say some Hail Marys and all is forgiven.
Easy peasy.
No, there's a lot of guilt in there.
Yeah, we love our guilt. It's like the Jewish folks and the Catholic folks. The guilt is like the big Venn diagram in the middle.
Yeah, a shared experience. We Lutherans don't give a fuck about anything.
I know. I'm so jealous of you guys.
God bless.
Okay, so wait, do I read the next one now too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is so fun. Okay. This one's called Lucy Spooky Little Bitch.
Ooh.
Hi, gals. I'm a huge fan, and I'm sending so much love to y'all from Ohio.
Woo!
Again, relatable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing in this very morbid confession on behalf of my dog because she doesn't have thumbs, so how could she be expected to send in her own story?
Okay.
Stop pressuring her, you guys.
Yeah, leave her alone.
My name is Honey, and I'm a 1-year-old golden retriever.
Oh my God, it's in first dog.
You guys,
first dog.
It feels like this can't be the connection, but one time Alexander did give me a challenge on Beach Too Sandy to read reviews written from the perspective of someone's pet. And it was like the most cringe-worthy, like painful episode because I'd be like, woof, woof. My name is Rufus. And my mommy, like it was.
So then they were real reviews that people left on behalf of their pets?
Big time. And like the negative ones were the craziest because it's like, it gave my tummy an owie. And I was like, ah!
Ew.
I hate the internet.
You guys, it's untenable, really.
Some stuff is like terminally cringe. That's like
this show is unsustainable.
It's unsustainable. I can't live like this anymore. So anyway, now here I am doing it again. Interesting. My name is Honey, and I'm a 1-year-old golden retriever. My owner and I live across the street from a very beautiful and well-maintained cemetery in Ohio. Oh, I also lived on a cemetery in Ohio. So this is starting... How much research is going on in these?
Andrew,
you have a golden
creepy.
retriever named Honey.
No.
You've only been like boosting up
Maybe
Geo,
I was
but
a golden retriever named Honey. It sounds like
past
I'm taking this identity over past life. We often take walks there because we enjoy the peace, and I'm allowed to run off leash because of the seclusion of the park. On our evening walk a few nights ago, I stumbled upon a smell I enjoyed very much, and I simply needed to roll in it.
Oh,
no.
God.
I was a few paces ahead of Mom, so I took the liberty of rolling my happy ass in some unidentified liquid at the foot of a tomb. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. My owner cut up
Honey,
to me.
you're disgusting.
This is horrible, Honey. A sweet
I'm
golden
so grossed
retriever.
out. I'm so
Oh,
grossed
God.
out.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
This
God.
reminds me of those carpet cleaning commercials with the lady that is screaming at her golden retriever for like dragging his ass on the carpet. And you just hear her screaming, Toby!
I
What?
I think I've seen that.
I don't think I've
finding
seen it either.
What? This is iconic.
You don't even need to show us. I feel like
Yeah.
whatever you just did was like exactly. Is it Tony or Toby?
Toby.
Oh. Toby.
Toby's new trick.
Tony.
It's the Stanley Steamer commercial.
Don't take it personally. This makes sense.
You gotta see this!
All right.
Mom!
I know. Big hands.
Hey, Mom, check out Toby's new trick!
Oh my, Toby!
Holy shit. That was like a real, that audition process to find the perfect Toby. Wow, she really nailed it. That felt
Oh,
Pants
my.
to this happy dog just,
like just scooching.
dragging its little ass. Toby! It's so over the top. It's like my favorite commercial of all time.
She's like, I gotta go. We're having a family emergency.
I'm texting this to our group chat so you
Please
have it
do.
for later because it's fucking iconic.
Bath and Body Works needs to take a page out of Stanley Steamer's
Yeah,
book.
seriously.
That's how you market.
That's how you
good
fucking do it, Bath
marketing.
and Body Works. Jesus Christ.
I
Anyway,
love how Lucy turned it into Tony. I like that version too.
Tony.
either one works.
Tony.
Either
Honey.
one works.
Honey.
Honey's just rolling around in body fluids.
Ooh,
Oh my
that's
God.
rough. That is.
Let's see. I was a few paces ahead of Mom, so I took the liberty of rolling my happy ass in some unidentified liquid at the foot of a tomb. My owner caught up to me and gave me a horrified look. I felt like I went from Mom to my owner. It's like she no longer identified as my mom after
she's broken up with you.
she's really separated herself from me.
Then she drops me off at the kennel, and I haven't
And
seen
then
her
I had
since.
a new mom.
I have a new family now.
She squealed, "OMG, honey, no!" As I kept. I feel like in that moment you would. I feel like in that moment you would just channel the Stanley Steamer commercial.
Totally.
As I kept rolling around in the liquid, she exclaimed, "No!" As I was indeed rolling in leaking dead body formaldehyde.
Ooh.
Wow. I smashed my
Yum.
face and neck. Oh, you know how they do this, like with their heads?
The
Gio does
rubbing.
that when he finds like
Yeah.
a dead animal. He'll like dive into it almost. It's
Oh
so
my.
nasty because then it gets all over their face. Let's see. I smashed my face and neck into that leaky tomb juice with a smile on my face, ear to ear. I approached my owner and began to rub myself against her leg in apology. And
No.
she gagged in horror. We went
No.
home and I got hosed off in the yard and got a stern talking to. I won't be allowed off leash in the cemetery ever again. The
Good.
end.
My.
Good.
Oh, my.
Wow, that was a lot.
Keep your dags on a leash. There's a lot of reasons to keep your dags on a leash.
I don't even think it ever occurred to me that there would be just like fluids in a cemetery, like loose fluids.
I suppose it could happen,
makes
especially
sense.
if this is
Well,
like
do
one
they
of
know
those
it's not-
tombs.
Do they know it's not rain,
Well,
water?
it sounded like it smelled really bad.
Well, it probably did.
I don't
So I don't know.
I love it.
Regardless, nasty.
Regardless, not great.
A literal
nasty
spooky
stuff.
little bitch.
Yeah, I love that was just for you, Lucy.
Oh, yuck. Oh, God.
boy.
Callie was such a roller. Such a roll. She'd find the foulest fucking
That's
thing to
Gio's
roll in.
same. Yeah. And at the second I see him like do the stance and I'm like, oh, no,
It's
no,
happening.
Toby. Like
It's
I know what's
happening.
about to happen. And he just like dives and it's like, oh, it smells so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells so bad. Okay. Myths of motherhood is this next one, which I'm assuming is, because of my
you got one of them kids. Lucy's got one of them kids.
Offspring. Yeah, I got one of them kids.
Spawn.
My spawn, thank you. This isn't scintillating, and it doesn't involve a crime or bodily fluids other than the ones required to make a baby.
Oh.
Oh, nice. In 2014, at the age of 25, my husband and I welcomed our first son, Henry. We conceived easily, pregnancy was easy, labor was not so easy, but we knew one thing, we could easily make babies. We dreamed of a sibling for our sweet boy and picked out names. We moved into a larger apartment, which is no easy feat in Vancouver, BC. I worked part-time on the weekends once Henry turned 1 and threw myself headfirst into motherhood. Fast forward, baby is 18 months and the sweetest, busiest little guy. We decide to try again for baby number 2. We try and we try and we try. I pee on every stick. We never see 2 lines. Slowly but surely, we start to worry. It had been so easy. What changed? I see my OBGYN and she decides I'm not ovulating properly after running some tests. She tells me to lose weight and prescribes me medication to make me ovulate. 3 months and 1 chemical pregnancy later, we decided to see a fertility specialist. My husband and I are both thoroughly checked over. I'm diagnosed with PCOS. This literally, this is what happened to me. I was diagnosed with PCOS and had to, I'm like, man, whoever's doing this research, I feel like I need to hire for some other alternate projects. You said Andrea's doing this?
Yeah.
I'm like,
talented.
This is uncanny, really.
She's terrifying. We love
She's
her.
been
I'm
stalking
scared.
you for
I'm, like,
years.
A little scared. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Yeah, it feels like it. I'm diagnosed with PCOS, my husband with low sperm motility. We're told we will need IVF to conceive again, but there is a catch. A horrible catch called BMI.
Fucking BMI.
Fucking BMI, first of all.
Not
Racist
real.
bullshit.
Not real. It's whatever. We all agree.
Yep.
3 months and okay. Throwing it back to one of my tall lady idols, Julia Childs. I'm just too tall at 6'1" and with the frame of a Viking shield maiden.
I love her.
By the way, that's who should be procreating. Like, let's get some
Seriously.
more Viking women on this earth, okay?
Seriously.
Tall,
Come
broad.
on. Just strong, ready to fight the battles, you know.
Straight up.
What's that? Oh, she's like really famous now. The U.S. women's rugby team captain,
yeah.
like Elena.
Yeah,
What's
I forgot
name?
her name. I forget her name.
Alana. She's so fucking cool.
It's just like there's a power to it, you know.
I think she was on I think she was in Sports Illustrated, or some magazine, but she's wearing like really like sexy stuff, and her body is just like
incredible.
amazing,
Like athletic.
yeah,
slamming.
She's big. She's just strong, and she owns it, and I love it.
She could just like pick me up with one hand.
Please
Anyway, I'll think
pick
about that
me
later. Anyway, so I'm 6'1" and with the frame of a Viking shield maiden. I was told I'm morbidly obese, okay, and need to lose 35 pounds to be considered for IVF. That may not sound like a lot. No, it does.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But for someone who struggled with body image issues as well as binging and restricting their whole life, it was a huge blow to my mental health. Yeah,
Yup.
I mean, ugh. 2 months later, after severely destroying my mental health and restricting my eating, I had lost the weight. We start the IVF cycle, and I'm lucky enough to get pregnant on the first go. My confession, I felt nothing. No joy, no elation, absolutely nothing. I walked through my life for the next few months feeling like I was watching a movie of some random woman. I didn't recognize myself. I didn't feel joy. I knew I loved my son fiercely, and my world revolved around him in those hazy, out-of-body months. My life had been so mentally and physically drained by the process of getting pregnant that I just had nothing left. I was so focused on getting pregnant, and now I was, so why wasn't I happy? When we had our first ultrasound, nothing. When I first felt the baby kick, nothing. My husband was so excited, and I learned how to fake the reactions people wanted/expected from me. I was numb.
Oh,
I know
is
this
heartbreaking.
yeah, it is. And like, I mean, I get it. And I remember like
get it.
Googling, like when I was pregnant too, I had the same feelings because I was like, I don't want to get attached in case something goes wrong,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And I remember Googling like, how to be happier. Like, I was like, is this normal? But
well, I
apparently-
have to imagine there's got to be this person has to be dealing with some resentment for like what they've had to put their body through
to force
create
yourself
this life.
into that mold. Yeah.
And that's fair. Like that's normal and fair. And everyone in the fucking world is telling you that you should be experiencing all this joy and excitement.
Right,
And then you
there's that
feel fucking
pressure.
worse because you don't.
And then then the shame is like, oh, well, now I don't feel like
You're just in a
there's
cycle.
that shame of I should feel happier and excited. Yeah,
Especially
totally.
if you already have a kid, so you've already kind of gone through that first one that's like, those are a lot of emotions.
And
although
it's like new.
Yeah, although I went through IVF too, and just like all that, all the needles, all the medicine, all the calendars, you're like
It's gonna
counting
take a lot
days.
of the joy out of it.
It
Yes,
does take a
exactly.
lot. It's a lot of like science and practicality
fear.
and timing.
Strategy.
And then, like Christine said, if something goes wrong, you don't want to be so devastated. Like I remember being nervous when we painted the nursery.
Yes, same. I pushed everything to like the last minute. I was like, same thing. I was like, I just don't feel overjoyed.
Yeah. I don't think that this is an uncommon thing.
I don't think so either.
Which makes me so glad that Andrea pulled this confession. 'cause
Agreed. I feel like it's very
people should
relatable.
talk about this shit.
Yeah, I totally agree.
There's nothing wrong with you.
No.
Yeah, no, not at all. And it's honestly very relatable, and it does not make you a bad parent.
Nope.
I know this might not sound like a confession, but for a mother, it is. Society expects us to act a certain way and have certain responses to wanted pregnancies. This baby was so wanted. We moved financial mountains, and I endured the extremely invasive and uncomfortable IVF process, all while being the primary caregiver for a toddler. Oh my God.
Oh.
No worry. No wonder you were disassociating from it. I'd be like,
my
up
God.
here too.
I
Like,
would
oh,
lot
wow.
disassociate and compartmentalize so hard.
Yeah.
This
I
is an
dissociate not being
unimaginable-
pregnant and watching a toddler. Like, I don't
You
know.
need a lot of space to feel like joy
Yes.
like that.
Yes,
And
agreed.
She's not
Agreed.
doesn't have a lot of space right
Especially when
now.
everyone's pushing in on you, like, aren't you happy? Yeah. Eventually, I told my midwife, and thank goodness for her, she referred me to a reproductive mental health center. They have changed my life and helped me be the mother I want to be. Baby Charlie was born in 2018 surrounded by love. He is a tiny mini-me with big brown eyes and red hair. That's so sweet. He's a cheeky 3-year-old now and keeps us all on our toes, especially his big brother. He is our wild child. The moral of my confession is normalize mental health struggles for pregnant folks. Give folks going through infertility the resources and support they need when they come out the other side of an often traumatic medical process. And normalize mothers and all parents still being good parents when their mental health is wavering. I was worried if I confessed my struggles, I'd be labeled a bad mother and not worthy of my children. The narrative of mothers being superheroes, though it's true, we are. That's what it says, and it's also true on my account, needs to shift. A high five when you're drowning in quicksand doesn't do shit. Support the mothers around you and those struggling to become mothers. Hold space for all emotions and normalize mothers and all parents being able to vent openly about their struggles without stigma.
Hell
The
yeah.
end.
Wow.
That's very powerful. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah. I mean, it's so. I was just talking to Lucy about this like a week ago that not a small part of my choice not to have children. Obviously, my medical circumstances like really do limit my capacity to have kids. And I had never really had a strong desire to be a mother. So it wasn't like a challenging choice for me to make.
Right.
But the amount of love for this thing that is outside of you and the things that can happen when that thing is inside and outside of you, and the potential of loss and illness and accident and I'm
and the responsibility, like, oh, and I'm the one who needs to make sure nothing happens.
it's too much for me. It's too
It's a
scary.
lot. And when they do get hurt, it breaks your heart.
I can't. I can't. I am already a fucking emotional lunatic mess on any given day. I look at my cat and I burst into tears because I love her so much.
I used to just cry about my dog, just about like I love my dog and I knew someday he will die, and I would just sit there and sob about it.
That's
and I
so
was like, how am I
valid.
ever gonna have a child?
I just have so much respect for
You
people who can take the risk to
compartmentalize.
love something so much, to not only put your body and your health and your life at risk just to bring them into the world, but then to be responsible for them. And beyond the 18 years, I mean, you have that love forever.
Right. It's a big commitment.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Good luck, ladies.
And if
I was going to say, I don't blame you, Amanda. Don't blame you one bit.
Can't think about
my
it too
selfish
hard.
ass will be over here.
It's not selfish.
You're a great, great auntie, and you have a
love
lot
being an
of
auntie.
really cute babies and kids around you.
I love
so.
how
do,
Lucy
and I
just
take
called
a-
you super old because you said a great, great auntie.
I'm a great
great,
auntie.
great,
You're 95
great,
years
great
old.
auntie.
And I would truly take a bullet for any of those children, but still, it's like to be willing to take that bullet every fucking day from the moment your eyes open until the moment you pass out at night. It's too much.
No,
I can't
100%.
handle it.
Most of my friends, I don't think plan to have kids, and I feel like a lot, like at least close friends from childhood, and I feel like the ones who are most staunchly like, I don't think so, are the most like emotionally vulnerable and like, what do you call it? Introspective people. And I'm like, oh, okay, they really like.
I know myself enough.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So I think that's a power move in and of itself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel
Yep.
seen. All right. Well, those are our main feed confessions. And if you want to experience Christine's bonus confession, you can join us over on our Patreon.
It'll be exciting because it looks like it has a beach too sandy twist, whatever that means.
So head on over to Patreon to check that out. Well, I sure hope you liked that clip. If you did like that clip, make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube channel, leaving us a nice review, and joining us on Patreon for even more video content, audio content, salacious content all around. Come join us. Treat yourself.